Hello. Reese and Jess here from The Boil, and today we're going to be showing you how to light and manage a Trangia cooker.
Awesome. So once you've got your Trangia, the first thing is going to be looking at where to set it up and how to use it. Now Trangias cook a lot quicker than gas cookers, and they're a little bit more protected from the wind, so we tend to use them when we're tramping. But you don't want to do it when you've got low hanging branches that are likely to catch, or long grass, or an uneven surface. So find a flat spot and find somewhere that's clear of all that other debris, and then you can start to set it up.
Done. Sweet. So what we have here is the Trangia itself. It's all in a nice tidy package. So first we're going to take the strap off and put it somewhere where you're not going to lose it. And then what we've got here is the lid slash frying pan. Got a couple of pots, big and a small one. We have the base, which clips together. And then so we find a nice flat bit of ground to put that down. Okay, we've got the fuel canister and the simmer cap. So the simmer cap just goes on top of that, and then you can adjust how hot you're going to have it. But for boiling water, we're not going to have that on today, so we're just going to leave that off. And this just goes in the hole in the middle of the base. And the last thing that we have is a spondonicle, which is what we use to pick up things that are hot, like pots and lids.
Awesome. So once you've got all your bits and pieces together, we're going to fill up our fuel canister with some of our fuel. So for a Trangia, we use methylated spirits. We do need to know that it burns clear, so it's a little bit of extra caution is needed when we're lighting it. A little bit of extra caution is also needed when we're filling it up, because if we spill any of that on our pots, it's not so good for our stomachs. So we're going to take our fuel canister to the petrol station, which is over to the side, at least 2 meters away. When you're filling it up, tend to go for half to 3/4 full if you're going to be cooking a full meal. We're just boiling water, so we're going to go for 1/4 to a half full. Now this is very flammable, so if you're the one who's filling it up, don't be the one who lights the cooker. We also want to make sure that we don't spill it when we're setting it up in the Trangia, otherwise the whole thing will go boof.
Thank you, Jess. So next what we're going to do is throw it into the base there, make sure it's nice and level. And we're ready to light this, almost. First we want to make sure we have everything prepared, so I'm going to pour the water into the pot first. That way when I light it, I'm all ready to go and I don't just have a flame that's burning away. So I'm going to take my matches. And it's going to snap. We're going to get another one. And we're just going to dip that in. The methylated spirits burns clear, so I can't actually see if it's going or not. So I'm going to check by having my hand upside down and just waving it nice and high right above. And I can feel the heat coming from it, so that I know that it's going, even though I can't see it. So it's one of the top things you got to be careful of, if it's actually going or not, because you can't actually tell. Sweet, so that's all good. Gonna throw the water on. Gonna throw the lid on. And we're gonna let our water boil.
Awesome. Once it's lit, it's really important that you're still keeping an eye on it and that you don't have people wandering through your kitchen area or on their on their bum sitting around it. So we always want to make sure that we're at least 2 feet away, we've got shoes on our feet, and that we're kind of crouched or easily able to move out of the way if it tips over.
Okay, here's some hot water we prepared earlier. So now I'm going to use this to pour some beautiful hot chocolates and cups of tea. I'm going to make sure I pour it away from the cooker so I don't spill it everywhere, and leave the cups on the ground so I don't spill it on my own hand, because I would do that. Perfect.
Cheers. Awesome. Well, once you're done with your cooker, those methylated flames need to burn themselves out. We don't put the flame out unless it's a safety risk. So we do want to leave it going. Just be aware that there's still a lit flame around. If you do need to put it out straight away, then you can use the simmer cap to do that. So for that, you've got your spondonicles and your simmer cap. And you can just grip it and place it on top of the fuel canister. But again, best practice is just to leave the flame to burn itself out. If you need a refuel, then make sure you wait until the fuel canister is cool before you fill it up again with more fuel.
2, 1, go!
Now we're all done. I've let it cool down. So I'm going to take it apart. So the base just comes apart and goes into itself like this. Then the two pots, small pot inside the big pot. Then we're going to lift these little tabs up and drop those in. Put the tabs down. Everything else goes inside. Lid on top. And then you put your strap on over this. It's real easy. Ta-da!